Hey friends, I wanted to chat with you today about joyfulness. It's been a while since I've been on, and when I think of the word joyful, so much come to mind, so much. I'm excited because as I'm recording this, today is National Smile Day, so you'll see me smiling. I love to smile, but when I think of joy, the word joy, so much comes to mind, like I said. Joy is not something you could put on, it's something that you either feel it or you're not. And it's not something that can be fake. I remember there was a time growing up where I wanted certain things. So I'll pretend or whatever that I'm joyful about whatever it is. I didn't like my family. I grew up in a family where, going to church was a big part of things. And, Wednesday night there was midweek service, and Saturday mornings we had fasting or whatever that I had to go with mom, and Sunday church. And church wasn't just Sunday morning, it was Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. We had it was double dipping. And I did not like it. I did not want to. I just felt it was overwhelming. And I have different appreciation now as an adult, but I just felt, do we have to? What's going on? And I remember there were times that I would put a smile so I would get mom to do certain things, or maybe a treat or something that I wanted. And I would pretend, I'd go along and just, yeah, fake it, I even hear the word fake it till you make it, which I don't like. But I would pretend and put this smile on my face to pretend that I'm joyful when I wasn't. Yeah, there were perhaps bits and pieces and parts of it. And I'm not just talking about when I was just a little child, even as a teenager, I remember just going through the cycle, the process, which evidently became part of what I did, as an adult, that I would pretend that I was happy about something, and, I'd look joyful, but deep down I'm like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Why are we doing this or whatever? It was performative, and I learned how to do that from an early age to, get what I wanted or whatever. And I don't know if you can relate. Some of you might be going to this when you think of joy, you put the smile in your face, the hello, hi, and deep down you're like, oh, So if you're in that space, I want to encourage you to learn what it means to find true joy. I've had to do that. I've had to learn what it is to find true joy. Joy that not is plastered because of whatever circumstance around me, but something that I feel deep within, that I was excited about, that I wanted to share with others. And I'll be honest with you, that came from a lot of self-learning, learning about myself, asking myself several questions, and I'll share some of those questions with you. Perhaps you have asked yourself these questions, or perhaps you haven't, or perhaps it's something you can take on. I asked myself, what do I enjoy doing? What are the things that I enjoy doing? I needed to find out, a list of things. What do I truly enjoy doing? Not because of anything, not because of anyone, but I enjoy them. So it was really good for me to learn these things about myself, because you can't share yourself with others until you really know yourself. You can't share the things that excite you until you know what excites you. What are the things that I enjoy doing? Was one of them. And another question that I asked myself was, why do I enjoy these things? Yeah, what joy did it bring me? What was behind the things? Why? Because you could enjoy certain things because, well, that's what's available to me, or that's what others are doing, that's what I'm told that's fun. But what is it that I enjoy about it? Because if you don't know that, then you're kind of flopping in the waves. You're just trying to take up space or make up things without fully understanding yourself. And being that today's National Smile Day, I want my smile to come from a place of sincerity. That's what I wanted back then. Right now it is. I'm smiling, I'm joyful because I am, because I love the life that God has blessed me with. The relationships that I've fostered throughout the years, the friendships, the family, the different things that I have, the work that I get to do, the impact that I get to have. So I'm grateful. So it's coming from a different place. But there was a time I didn't know these things about myself. I didn't know who I was or the things that excite me, the things that made me happy. So I want to encourage you in your journey of elevation. A sheer way to elevate is to know you, to know yourself. Because once you know yourself, you know what you can take on and what you can't take on. You know, things will come, slamming at you like this, that, the other. Your attention will be asked in so many different areas. Find the things that you're good at, the things that you enjoy doing. You might be good at something, but you don't enjoy doing it. Because I've had to face that myself. There were certain things that I was good at. Yeah, I did it. I know how to, but did I enjoy it? So that was an eye opener for me. So really find out what are the things you enjoy doing, because that changes the game. That allows you to you feel alive when you're doing it, when you're in that space. One of the other things that I had to ask myself, who do I enjoy doing these things around? Who do I enjoy having in my circle? See, if you're around people that you have to be around, it changes your spirit. It changes your mood. It changes the way you show up. And I've been in a situation where I was around people that I kind of had to be around. That was the place that I was placed. So therefore, oh well. But when you ask yourself, who are the people that I enjoy being around, that I like being around, the people that I can bring the best out of them and vice versa? You got to find out these things. Do the work for yourself. Because society or people will put you, in a box, or put you in situation or places that you may not want to be in. And I'm not saying, it only have to be a certain way, only the person that you want to be around. There are going to be situations, there have been situations in my life where I was around people that wasn't necessarily in the box, in the category of the people that when we get together, it's on. It's challenging, it's exciting, it's fun, it's laughter, it's like belly, hurting kind of laughter, it's tears of joy. The people that really allow me to dream bigger. If you're on an elevation journey, you want to take it to the next level, you need that type of surrounding, that type of connection, that kind of friendship. Don't deprive yourself of that. Give yourself permission to make those choices. Don't let it be done for you. Give yourself permission to find out these things, because that changes the game. Joy. We want to live in a place, we want to operate out of joy. But joy comes from, obviously, it comes from my faith, which is grounded in the Bible, knowing, what joy is. The joy that I get from reading God's words and seeing transformation in my life and the lives of others. Seeing my world and the things that God have created for me, specifically for me, that brings me so much gratitude and joy. Like, wow, God remembers me, feeling chosen and remembered for such a time as this. Whatever the situation that might have been able to take someone out, but seeing that I'm still standing, I'm moving forward because God has created for me to carry certain loads, to do certain things, and I'm grateful for that. That gives me immense joy. That I could go on and on about that. But I really want you to find out, because that inner peace, that joy, that smile, that sincere smile, it has to come from a place of gratitude, a place that's not forced, a place that is peaceful, a place that you feel like home. Your heart feels at peace, feels like you understand yourself. Because that's the first step before anyone else can ever begin to understand you. So find your joy, my friend. What does joy really look like for you? Understand it. Don't fake it. There's no plaster smile that's needed. The real authentic self, because that's where you can elevate from and truly live out God's destined plans for you. I hope this finds you well. I hope this gives you something to think about. I've been in those places, I've learned them, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful because even what I didn't know, it was preparing me for who God has intended for me to be in every facet. So wherever you're at, I hope this finds you well. I hope this really gives you something to think about. Share this video with someone else that you may think that needs to hear it, and let's not pretend we're joyful, but let's really be joyful from within. And then it will come out and you'll be able to have an even bigger impact. I hope to talk to you soon, but until then, you take care of yourself. As always, be good to yourself and be good to others. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.